heard a little bit of, I've got family down in Clearwater, Florida, so I've got
Mm.
connections, right? And I've watched all the Leah Remini documentary episodes, right? But
And
he was probably,
everything she said was true.
I believe it, right? But
Yep.
he was probably trying to find things to help him,
Right.
right? Dianetics or whatever it was sounds good, right?
Right.
And then you were probably going through your journey of trying to figure out life and what you were looking for, and the two of you
Yeah.
connect, and then you choose to leave that space and move on with your life. That's amazing. Congratulations on that success. Like that's so here you are that successful that at that phase in your at that space in your life. What came first after you left that organization? Was it the ministry or was it business, or were they kind of on similar paths throughout your life?
Well, coming out of Scientology, that was began I had two boys, one right after another. But I was always a real kind of go-getter type A, I always was more work oriented than I was family oriented. That's
Mhm.
just the way I was. And so I started doing some working with an organization that did sales representing the like San Diego Police Union or the Firefighters Union, these different organizations that needed to raise money. But the people on the other end of the phone would always think that they were talking to a police officer or a firefighter, whoever they were raising money for. It was this
Right. Okay.
not a very honorable kind of sales situation. And so I didn't like the way that they were, not being honest. So I started my own fundraising where I did that for a while, giving a percentage instead of just a flat rate. And so this again was me getting involved in a cause that was going to right a wrong. That
Mm.
was a big deal for me. So that was kind of my first business that I started. I then went into some other kind of network marketing, multi-level marketing opportunities that I was great at. But yeah, I wrote a whole book about that too. So we don't have to go there, but
Okay.
it was definitely something that, I was finding success in those areas. And what kind of happened in the middle of that, coming into faith, first of all, when I was about 33, realizing that, this PTSD thing, I think I maybe have my own stuff that I'm reacting to when I get triggered. So it's not like they didn't have the corner on the market when we
Mhm.
realized, well, I had abuse as a child. I had
Mhm.
forced abortion when I was a teenager. I had domestic violence with my first husband.
Mm.
So I had gone through true trauma,
Right.
but I was the kind of person that didn't really want to sit with that wound and that trauma and process it. I wanted to just shove it away and self-medicate on work and success. And that definitely was my medication of choice for many years.
Yes.
And the publishing was just, launching that in the early 90s was a big deal, a big undertaking, because once we had the success we did with the Nom Vet book, people were saying, well, can you help me with my book? And we're like, well, yeah, I guess so. We just did this
There you
thing.
go.